Start recording. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. Tuesday the 3rd of June. We are damn, it's already summertime. We're halfway through the year. It does go crazy quick, doesn't it? And then bang, all of a sudden it's like August, September, and you're like, what's going on, guys? What's happening? Anyway, on Bitcoin, we have set a recent new high around 106k. It was looking quite good. After making that high, I think it's quite safe to say that maybe we start targeting some of that liquidity that I was talking about yesterday at 10. I think it was 109k, but we'll have a look at it again anyway. We do have a volume area coming in here around 104, which would be quite interesting for a retest because I can just eyeball and see that there'll be a stupid pocket here from the low to the high. So I'm thinking that might make for a decent long. Yeah, in terms of liquidity, yeah, 109.4, 109.5, just for simplicity's sake. I think that's looking pretty interesting in the short term. In terms of long to short ratio, yeah, we're kind of stabilizing around 50-50, which is quite nice. Kind of what we want to see. We did have a spike yesterday with more longs. Um, but yeah, nothing too crazy. And it feels like we've kind of reached an equilibrium point. 100k Bitcoin seems fair with all the buzz, and yeah, it's uh it's looking good. It's going good. Let me just have a look at something real quick. I'll change the stream as well. I'll change the recording as well. We'll get that onto the bitty, the baddie. So yeah, like I was saying, we do have that volume area at 104k. This also comes in around the stupid pocket from this low to this high that we just made. Very new, very interesting. Overlapping demand, hourly combination band, and the June level. So this makes for an extremely high probability long setup, in my opinion. It's one of them ones where after this stream, I'll be setting bids in this area, some heavy bids. Because then, like, what's the stop from here? It's probably about, yeah, I'm going to put it up maybe 1%. So I feel very confident in that sort of trade. We obviously don't have to go down to that level. We could probably come back down. We could probably hold the 618 in the weekly open as well. But in terms of me just setting bids and leaving it, that's what I'm thinking on Bitcoin at the moment. And the target, like I said, will be probably at 10, yeah, around 108 to 109k. So yeah, nice, very high probability setup coming our way. It's gonna be hopefully it's gonna be a good one. And like I said yesterday, we waited. I waited a day, or at least. Well, it's because I'm busy, but we seem to have a little bit more clarity on what's going on at the moment. And it's very, very locally uptrending price action that we don't want to lose this 4-hour low at 104k now. But yeah, it's it's looking like that. It's looking cool. It's looking interesting. ETH Bitcoin actually up on the day. This is very interesting. This is what I was talking about. Uh, Potentially see some sort of alt run, which is going to be nice. I do think it's going to happen. It might not last that long, but I definitely think it's on the cards. Uh, so like I've been saying, potentially time to get exposed to some 3x longs that you might have to sit underwater a little bit in some of them, but it's better to have a bit of exposure than to not. Yeah, we'll have a look at some of those in a second. But yeah, Bitcoin just looks fine. Like I said, might go sideways for a bit. Not really too much change from yesterday. Um, yeah, the 3x hype long going pretty well. Had a nice little step off. If we get another bounce from the weekly open, I'll probably be taking quite a lot of profit off at 30. 38, 39-ish. And then I may even short that level, just because we made a new low. But yeah, I would really like to see like $27 on high. I think that would be a really nice retrace. But it obviously doesn't have to happen. If it were to do that, like 28, 27 on the daily, so like it fails here and then does that, yeah, it's gonna be looking really good. Let's quickly check Fartcoin just to see if any of the orders got hit. No, so I literally had an order at, where was it? It must have been at, yeah, it was literally here, but it didn't get hit. It was literally right there on the Q4. We've had the perfect test now, and it seems to be back to uptrending. Maybe we've missed our chance already. This thing has been evading me for a long, long time. A long, long, long time. This kind of looks like it might do one more. But yeah, I don't know. I might buy some of this. I'm not sure. What's everyone's thoughts on Fartcoin? The old fart. Oh yeah, so just to check up on Griffin, um, yeah, my orders have been hit. I had a couple here and a couple in between 6 and 6.3 just on spot, and yeah, I'm in for a bit. I think chart looks fine. It looks good. It's holding on the daily, the 886 nicely. A little bit of that, and then hopefully we can just get like in between here. Back up to 20, 25 cents is going to be my target for this trade. NFA, not financial advice, but yeah, that's that's that. Another interesting thing that maybe it could be time to DCA is SMT. I'm not really sure what's happening with the team and stuff, but I know a lot of guys like MDX and stuff really rate the project highly. So I have been thinking about maybe market smashing a little bit of this on spot, because it seems like it's at a good spot, a good level, and I also do like the project. I know that you can stake it as well, or you can do some sort of like staking with stocks or some shit, right? If I'm correct in saying that, but yeah, maybe a little bit of DCA job on that, and then yeah, what else? I guess let's have a look at some alts. Let's see if we can have any setups, because I do think there are some decent ones coming our way. Some decently high probability ones. So let's let's let this load. So ETH's currently above the Q4, but it looks like it wants to have a little retrace just from testing this swing in here. Uh, if it were to bullishly backtest this area and not make a new low under here, I think, yeah, you could potentially long that up to the highs as well. Looking pretty decent. The bands are getting quite tight, so this one's coming down, this one's going straight. These ones are coming up, so hopefully they come up sort of like that. And then we'll have like a really like coily price action and then maybe a pop. That's what I'm thinking on ETH. Looks good. I'm possibly going to maybe get exposed as well. Just low leverage, pretty chilled as well. We actually hit 150 on Solana. I think we were talking about 150 last week. That looks good. That looks really good actually. Now, it was looking a bit rough yesterday. Yeah, it was looking a bit rough yesterday. It was looking like it was bearishly retesting, maybe going lower, but we've held this low, and we have since made a new high. So again, I think I'm going to be logging some of these retests that looks like we're gonna get in the next like day. And yeah, I just if you're a little bit confused on where or what you want to do, you could just go to the hourly, get the fib, and pull it from the most recent low on Monday to the high that we just made, if we have made a new high, and then sort of target that area, or even target the weekly open to June for a hold. There's basically two areas that you can long. If you want to go for the higher one, you could just put your stop sort of like somewhere in between. You get stopped, hopefully you hit the lower one, and then next one, and then bang. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, and I think everything's looking relatively similar as well. So looks pretty easy to me. Maybe it's a bit too easy. Alarm bells ringing, but yeah, we have made some new lows on some things. So for example, like Pepe new low. If this were to come back down here, obviously you could long that, but if we go up to Feb, I'm expecting a rejection and potentially a new low after that, just from a charting perspective. Now, when we get rejected on Feb, we could also hold sort of like this level, or like a higher low again, which would be fine. But yeah, I think something like that, you could just pull a reverse fib from there to there and be like, okay, we're probably not gonna go past here on the first try at least. So down, if we hold this, can long up into here, that's the target, and then we'll see what happens from then on. What's happening with Sui? So Sui, oof, this looks a bit rough, you know. This definitely does look a bit rough. So on the daily, we've actually set a new low from there. So we got a high, a new low, some resistance. It's looking a bit. I think maybe you could short this May to December. That's also quite a long-term level that I've got on. Where's that from? That's a 4-hour level from 4-6. So yeah, potential. We have regained it, but yeah, I think that's maybe potentially another one that we could swing another way. The more clear one, I think we were talking about this, the more clear one was here on the yearly open, the retest. Yeah, you had quite a lot of chances to short this, to be fair. Even there, that was the really clear one. This one, bang. So yeah, interesting. For sure. Oh, there is something as well on injective. So like the same. This is actually coming up right now. Uh, New high. Pull the fib. No, no, not the line. Fib tool, please, sir. And then yeah, the 618 is coming up right around the weekly open in June as well. So I've got a little alert on to alert me, sir. And yeah, I might take that because the invalidation's really tight, like giga tight. It's tighter than 1%. So yeah, possibly could take that as well. Anyway, what's everyone else doing? Everyone just chilling? Got anything for me to look at? Got any charts? We could take this injective together on stream. One sec. just up thumpy. Have you ever looked at Moonpig? Yeah, someone asked me to look at Moonpig last week, and I was like, yeah, we're definitely getting into that sort of that part of the bull market where people are starting to like chuck in like random altcoins. But yeah, do you want me to look at Moonpig? I'm happy to look at shit like this. It's quite funny. So, Moonpig, yeah. We actually did a full test of the lows down here, which was quite nice, and then set a new high. This is not looking that bad, you know. It's actually not looking that bad at all. Yeah, yeah. Sorry for the muting. It's not looking that bad at the moment, but yeah. What else can I say? Yeah, we're also holding the yearly open, and we bullishly backtested the weekly, so I think it's not looking too bad at all, to say the least. Are you in spot on this? Like, have you like what are you saying on Moonpig? You bought some of this? Moonpig.com. Yo, what the fuck were these lot sending in the chat last night? Oh, UK stuff. No, the guy James Wynn is always talking about it. Why? Who's James Wynn? That degen trader guy. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, it pumps super hard, doesn't it? What was this? About 500%? And then it dumps even harder. 85. So if you're buying tops on this, you're absolutely wrecked. But, I mean, it's quite clear to me that you could just buy this on a retest and then. So something like this, pump up, and then just buy the retest here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you did that. Not at all. I don't even know who James Wynn is. I don't think I've ever heard of him. Someone also asked me, what is it? We've got Moonpig, and Moodang. Moodang's kind of coming back, isn't it? A little bit. Hmm. Again, like, it's kind of the same on quite a lot of these things right now. We made a new low, but we've also just made a new high. If we come bullishly backtest like weekly open, June and stuff like that, you're good to long them with if your risk is fine. So we could probably just look at some of these coins like, I don't know, Doge hasn't really done it. FET, for example, which actually held the pocket on the daily. So if I just get a new FET chart out, Let's just do like KuCoin or something. We actually held that pocket on the daily. So if you go to the 4-hour, bang, bang, hold here, don't make a new low, then yeah, it's good. It's good to go. I don't see why we can't start longing some of these alts a little bit. What else? I guess we'll have a look at. Yeah, Dot also did the full one, so similar. Pulled the fib, held on the daily, had a nasty, nasty wick actually. Closed below on the 4-hour, but again, if it comes down here, drops this daily and comes back down and holds, then potentially another bid. Although I'll probably be focusing on things that look a little bit better, so have slightly better structure in the local price action. But like for example, AVAX tested its low nicely. Tested here, come back above. Now we just want to hold really. It's probably going to come down a little bit more there, and then bang. Good for a bid. Good for a bid. So yeah, I think I'm going to do maybe injective. I'll do injective. I'll do obviously Bitcoin. Maybe I'll do ETH. I'm in some hype. I'm thinking about Fartcoin. Like, does anyone have any thoughts on Fartcoin? Render potentially, but it's also dropped the daily level. So yeah, and then injective. Injective actually looks pretty strong, in my opinion. So yeah, if anyone has anything to for me to, I go with you on injective. Yeah, yes, buddy, bro. I think it could definitely go a little bit lower, but like I'm not really scared to lose like 0.5 or 1% here. It's not really that crazy, is it? We're basically just looking for a hold of this area right here, where you can ladder most of your bids like in between here and here. So it's like it's so tight. Like you literally just bang at 1% stop. Okay, cool. Fucking we move. If it holds, then happy days. You're gonna be in an early. You're gonna be in an early alt position, which is gonna be heading towards a March test. So yeah, and that's a 10% move. It's not bad at all. Uh, yeah. Anyway, if anyone wants me to look at anything else, feel free to slap it in the chat. Because I've kind of like outlined the general plan for most of these alts. If we've made a low, popped above the weekly and the June by making a new high just recently, then you can either draw a fib or try and long the June to weekly open with a stop which is 2% or less. Yeah, that's that's the stream pretty much. I don't really have too much else to say. Pearl, which is a coin Zeus has mentioned, basically high P steroids. What? What the fuck has Zeus got you man trading, guys? Should I have a look at it? Oh, it's like per, like hyper. Okay, okay, I get it, I get it. It makes sense. Alright, we'll have a look at it. Per. This one? Um, sorry, my nose is a bit blocked. I need to blow it. This just looks a bit fucking weird, doesn't it? I'm not really sure about it. I'm obviously getting rejected from this upper band. But yeah. I don't know if this is even the right one. Gate, yeah, I don't know, man. This is not really something that I actually prefer Moon. What was it? Moonpig? Go. Thanks for today. See you later. Coin Fusion. The Bram, you beat me on the entry on the weekly leaderboard. Oh, unlucky, mate. Unlucky, boys. Anyway, oi, guys, I have to go. It's been amazing speaking to you. I'm gonna go and have a very fun night tonight.